no human species before us has ever had that experience because it's all being rolled up into this new world, which I refer to now as year zero, because we're starting a whole new evolutionary process.
So true. Now tell us, Doreen, what does it mean? What does consciousness mean?
Okay. You hear the word a lot, and to this last couple of days, it's really become apparent to me how people don't understand. Like I and others have been on the path for a long time, so we talk about consciousness, and people really don't. It's maybe even they get frightened because they go, "Wow, I don't know what that is. I don't want to ask." So my view of consciousness is it's awareness.
Mm.
So it's being aware of being aware. So for people who are listening, I'm just going to ask them, we'll just do this real cute little thing. Just close your eyes so you minimize distractions and take a deep, slow breath in and just be aware. Just, your body's here, you're listening or watching the show, and maybe there's some noise in the background. Just be aware. Take another deep breath in. Now be aware of being aware. Oh, now I see myself being aware of being aware. Just be with that for a moment. Okay, now this is the last one. Take a deep breath in and become aware of awareness itself. Everywhere, every when, everyone. It's beyond our senses. It's beyond the five senses of taste, touch, smell, hear, feel. It's just you, it's a presence that you just know. Can you feel it?
Mm. Yes.
Do you sense it? That's what
Yes.
consciousness is. It's everything.
Mm.
It's everywhere.
Mm.
And it's always with us.
Mm. Mm. That's beautiful. Doreen, when we get into this consciousness state, what could we create for ourselves?
Well, basically we're limitless. However, we don't believe that.
Mm.
So it's our lifetime. Well, I'll just use this lifetime as an example. It's like everything we experienced as an infant, as a child, in the womb, in the water, in the amniotic fluid. Everything that we experienced is in us. It's in our cells. It's in our cellular memory. It's like if you could imagine a filing cabinet, like all of the data, everything that you've ever experienced is in there. And so when something happens, is that our conscious mind goes and it looks for the file to match this, right? So what happens is that the subconscious is very powerful, and so it rules until I believe we consciously transform, because everything is energy. Energy is not created or destroyed. All it can do is transform. So that's the gift of our free will, is in the moment, when I ask for something and it doesn't show up when I want it. Well, what I've learned is impatience, feelings of unworthiness or doubt absolutely hold apart from you that which you desire. So we need to go inside and say, you know, do I have doubt? Do I feel? Do I doubt this could happen? So it's like there's layers and layers. People refer to it as the layers of the onion. We need to peel those layers of doubt and unworthiness. I believe all of us have this thing we carry around called unworthiness. And the most important thing right now, and we'll talk about that a little bit, as we move on, about what people can do to be the bringer of the new
Mm.
dawn,
Mm.
is really, it's all about us. We need to do our own work. And if we our love is the power. So as I understand, in past world ages, what happened is that most of the people died and a few seed stock were taken to seed the next world. But as I understand, this shift is different because soul asked to go through it in conscious awareness and to take the body with it.
Mm.
So the Maya talk about the sun going out for 3 days,
Mm.
and nobody really knows how the process is going to be. I don't know, maybe God just has a good sense of humor and says, "Oh, let them try and figure it out." So I do believe that our bodies now are being changed at a cellular level. And I believe that there will be some kind of a shift. that we'll go through. But I believe it will be gradual, it will be benevolent, it may even be fun, so that our bodies will be able to adjust. But the thing is, it's the power of love. So if we want to change something in our life, it's like if you want more, you need to be more love. I mean, that's how simple life is. But we don't believe that.
True.
So when we go inside, it's like I ask to be shown. It's like I just mentioned to you, I just launched a new website. And I have had the most challenging week with everything that did not work, to the point where today I had to fax, I'm running to the bank and getting documents and certification. And I went to fax it and 2 pages went through and the other one got ripped up in the machine. So I said to my soul, what are you telling me about this? And you know what? In the 11th hour at 3 o'clock this afternoon, I called someone and they said, why are you doing that when you can do this instead? And you know what? Like within half an hour, it was all done. I wasn't able to receive payment. Now I can receive payment. It's like I said to my soul, you must have been telling me, don't go there. But I was because when I make a commitment, I absolutely follow through. And I said, this is for Earth Mother, and I absolutely need to do this. So I'll put up with anything. But at the end of the day, it really wasn't where I was to go. But in the 11th hour, it's like in the moment when we require it, it always shows up. And to trust that part of us. Did I answer your question okay?
Yes, yes, that was beautiful. Yes, and that's so true. Now, Doreen, did you have any doubts when you were healing yourself? Because most of the time we find, even though we want to believe that we have the capability of healing ourselves and we are connected to source energy, sometimes the doubts get in the way, and we find it hard to overcome them. How did you deal with it, or did you even have any doubts of
Yes,
manifesting?
absolutely. Yes, absolutely, I did. And here's the thing about me is that I am so aligned with my soul. I believe those who go within seldom go without. And it's about connecting with my soul. And so when my mind would go there, it's like every night I would go to bed or I'd wake up in the morning or during the day and I would connect with the cancer in my body. I had surgery in February, and in July I went to Hawaii. I love to swim with the dolphins in open water.
Oh, they're
And
beautiful.
I don't know if anyone knows lightworker.com, but Steve Rother was hosting, and he did these little mini sessions after dinner. And so I put my hand up, I went on stage, and he said, the group tells him, he channels the group who to select. And so I said to him, well, I had this illness and I was just wondering if the group, would like to give me some feedback. And he said to me, we're not talking about some little illness here. We're talking about a life and death situation. I said, yes, I realize that. And he said, the group wants you to know the activity is still the cancer. He didn't say the cancer, but he said, they want you to know it's still active in your body. I said, yes, I was aware of that too. And so he said, that spirit said that I had done a great job, but he said that it was my time to leave the planet. I was supposed to leave the planet, but because of my grandchildren and my love for them, I asked for a second contract and I got it. That
Wow.
made me cry. But I also swam with the dolphins, and when I went in the water, I asked them to do restore wellness in my body. I had the most incredible experience. I'll try and be brief. These dolphins came underneath me. They called me. I followed them. I'm not a swimmer. I've had fear of water my whole life, but I knew I was to go. I went. I waited. I waited. There was nothing. I said, I know I'm supposed to be here. And this whole pod, I could hear them in the water. They came underneath me. There must have been 30 dolphins, and 3 of them swam out and turned around and came right back swimming at me. My heart was in my mouth. I'm going, oh no, oh no, oh no. And then I went, you know what? This is what I asked for. And I feel
Yes.
they sonared me.
Yes, yes, they
And
do.
absolutely.
That's
So yes,
beautiful.
it's the thing about me. I was like go gung ho about, I'm gonna beat fear. And then I realized, no, it's not about feeding it, because what you resist, you energize and it gets stronger and it doesn't go away. It actually comes hard stronger at you. And then I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to overcome fear. So then I won't be afraid. But then you know what? In the final analysis, what I really truly came to learn was that I had to embrace it. I embraced fear. So it was my friend.
That's amazing, amazing. You have a poem you'd like to share with us.
Actually, this is called Ode to a Node, and this is what I wrote after. Actually, I wrote it on in March 2007. So I had surgery. Cancer was still active in my body. My faith